over 400 pounds, and he's going to the top.
Is he going to hit his?
No, rope into abyss, into the barbed wire, and we have.
Look at him! Wow! Massive belly to belly, and this might be all for Moose.
Shoulders.
Oh, big Samoa drop there by Congo Kong.
Stunned as they look at Congo Kong for the first time. Fury certainly unleashed.
Yeah. Five-time JCW World Heavyweight Champion.
What up, everybody? Welcome back once again to Ask Us Anything. Of course, I am Rudy, Rude Boy Hill, and this is the one and only Bob RoX. He says it like, what was that dude from wrestling, man? The porno guy? What was his name? Hello, ladies. Shut up. Hello, ladies. And that was Val Venus, by the way. Val Venus. Anyways, we're right here. We are back once again. We've been on a bit of a hiatus, if you will, Bobby. Will you inform everyone that we have? I mean, it was before the gathering of the Juggalos. That was our last podcast.
Yeah, but since then we've been nonstop busy, filming new content and doing stuff with wrestling. Lots of international big-time wrestling. And, if you guys just seen, we have a new show on RoX-TV called Wrestling Real Talk. You want to talk about that?
Man, I do. I want to talk about Wrestling Real Talk. I've had several people hit me up and say, man, I loved Wrestling Real Talk with you and A.T. Huck, which you can find right here on RoX-TV Facebook. most definitely check it out. And by the way, subscribe. You got it right. They should subscribe, right?
You should be subscribed, or you're gonna miss out. For real, we're dropping videos nonstop for the rest of the year.
That's true. That's what we're doing. But anyways, back to Wrestling Real Talk. Me and one of my dear friends of over 35 years in the wrestling business, A.T. Huck, we decided we were going to bring back some of the old school. And what we're doing is we're bringing back the old school from probably the 70s to the 90s. And our first topic was the fabulous Freebirds. And we got a lot of real good positive feedback about it. And I'm thankful for that. And there were a couple naysayers that were like, you guys are just doing the same thing, Big Time Memories. And we totally are not doing Big Time Memories. First off, let me say this about Big Time Memories. Terry Sullivan, Supermouth Dave Drayson, I wish we could be half as good as those two, because they are true legends in the game. However, our shows are 100% different. Bob, would you say so?
I would say so. Our show is discussing everything wrestling. And Big Time Memories focuses mostly on Big Time and the wrestlers related to the Big Time Wrestling era. And yes, we may discuss these same wrestlers from time to time, but our show focuses on any product, whether it be WWF, WWE, Georgia Championship Wrestling, Big Time Wrestling, or even NWA and more. That's
true. You're absolutely right. You can check that every other Monday on RoX-TV. The next edition is going to be of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I know you're excited about that, Bobby.
I am very excited. Woo!
So, just like I said, we were here. It was the gathering of the Juggalos. We were on our way out there. Let's give a recap of some of the things that we've done since the gathering of the Juggalos, including the gathering of the Juggalos. What were your fond memories, Mr. RoX?
Oh, the gathering was amazing. Sir Mix-a-Lot, be inside stage with Sir Mix-a-Lot and Steel Panther.
Woo!
Oh, Steel Panther was awesome. You guys having trouble hearing me? Some people are saying they're having trouble hearing me.
You know who else was awesome? Was me and DJ Carlito, man.
That's we're gonna get that story in a minute. We gotta talk about how awesome Babytron did.
Oh man, you know what, Babytron? His name fit him real well. Once the fans weren't loving him, he cried like a little baby bitch and walked off the stage. Yup, I said it, RoX. I did. Because one thing that you're gonna get from Rudy Hill is real talk. Because I don't care. Babytron went out there. It was bad. Instead of making a bad thing positive, instead of using those lemons for lemonade, he ran off the stage like a big baby bitch. Did I say that out loud? I guess I did. So then we had to fill that hour time. And they said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I said, Carlito, man, give me that microphone, man. Let's show them what we're going to do. And we went out there and we did the damn thing with Clownvis. Much love to Clownvis Presley, a good dude. And we went out there, man, and, some say that we were a bit of the talk of the gathering this year. I'm proud to say we were on that main stage.
Well, when you get...
Did you get our sound okay?
I don't know. And your sound is apparently okay. It's
all right, well, that's all that they want to hear.
But when you get, 10,000 juggalos singing Bon Jovi, you got some magic in your hands right there.
It's true. And the thing is that you got to trust your instincts. One thing that I tell Carlito all the time, I'm like, man, you may think that Don't Stop Believing is a corny song, but And everybody might think that same thing, but everybody knows that song word from word, lyric from lyric. I mean, the melody and everything. So when you have 10,000 juggalos singing, "Don't Stop Believing," man, that's magical. That's truly magical.
There was lots of magic there. It was my
I'm not
first
talking
time.
about your mushrooms.
Whew. I mean, and you can get lost when you're on those, man. Every tent looks the same. I apologize to all those people I walked in on.
Hey, but you know what? There was a few people that really stood out for the Gathering of the Juggalos this year. One was HB the Grizzly, went out there and murdered it on that first night. Man, you had to be proud.
I was so proud. And I'll tell you what, that was kind of nerve-wracking. There was a crazy storm.
It was.
Crazy storm. I mean, and we weren't even sure if she was going to perform. And then when we found out she was still getting to perform, we weren't sure if people were going to show up. But halfway through her first track, the crowd came. Yes. She rocked it. Everything was good.
And that's what the Juggalos were saying, because I wasn't there because I was at the hospital with Carlito.
That is true.
What the hell, man?
That is true.
We get there 4 hours into the gathering, man, and next thing you know, I'm in the emergency room out there. But Carlito was suffering, man, God, and he was suffering from some kidney stones, and you know how you got to pass those, man. Oh, God. But I'm such a good father. I went and I rubbed his back because it was hurting his kidneys. So I was rubbing his back, and he was like, "Dad, thank you so much, man. I love you." Damn right, I love you too, boy.
We were, DJ Carlito was DJing the open mic contest, or not contest, but it was open mic session.
Yeah.
And we were running sound / DJing a little bit here and there. And he said he had to go to the bathroom and just watch things while he was gone. And maybe a half hour, 35 minutes went by. And I'm like, doing everything, and I'm like, what's going on, man? And he finally called and said, we're at the hospital, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, I definitely want to shout out the EMTs out there at the Gathering of the Juggalos, man. They made sure that my boy was taken care of, and we're thankful for that. But we came back right away the next day, and we just murdered it.
The next day was magic.
You mentioned Steel Panther. For those of you who are listening out there and watching, check out Steel Panther, man. They are so cool. Am I right or wrong, Bobby?
They are awesome. I mean, they came out and they rocked. They entertained. They were funny. But mostly they rocked, man. They really fucking sound like any other kick-ass hair metal band.
And that's why they've got to tour with bands like Judas Priest, and they got to open for Metallica in San Francisco at the where the Giants play baseball and stuff. So they got to be in front of some cool things. And then they came to the Gathering, and I was backstage with them, and I was like, "Yo, man, you guys are one of my favorite bands of all time." And they were like, "For real?" I said, "Man, I swear to God to you." And I'm not going to lie to you, they were nervous as hell to be in front of the Juggalos. And I told them, I said, "Brothers, relax, do what you guys do, and the Juggalos are going to love you." And they went out there, and the Juggalos didn't love them?
Oh, man, they freaking loved them. And I'll tell you what, they came out with their song, Fat Girl.
Yeah.
But
I like that record.
People were doing
I like them fat.
People were doing that, the head bob where they're still trying to figure out if they accept them. But their second song was Asian Hooker. And
yeah.
And the chorus,
Fat Girl, Asian Hooker, you got to get their greatest hits.
And I swear they got through the chorus one time and they were over with the crowd. I think the hook's like something about she's that motherfucker, the little cocksucker. I swear to God, and they're fucking right.
So make sure when you get Steel Panther's greatest hits that you play it during Christmas celebrations. Yeah.
Oh, play community property for your
Community. Oh my God.
your
For the one you love.
significant other, and they'll thank you for a long time.
Also, so Steel Panther, all of the great artists, all of the great people just being there together. And this was your first gathering. Tell them about your first experience. Real talk.
Real talk. Every single person that I stopped and conversated with was real cool and real friendly with me. So I definitely felt those, like acceptance vibes that everyone goes there for. But for me, man, it was being backstage and being important and driving around doing important things. The first thing we did when we got on the grounds was set up merch and sell out this dude's book. We were supposed to be there all weekend, and
with
we
the
sold
books
out in an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. We had a pallet full of books, and we said, yeah, this will probably last us the whole weekend. An hour and a half, we're at the booth, and I'm signing. I'm just signing the books. I'm signing the books. All of a sudden, Bobby RoX hits Carlito and says, hey, we need more books. And Carlito's like, there's no more. True story?
Yeah, true. I noticed when we were on the last, we opened the last case or box or whatever you want to call it, and I was just like, oh, fuck. This is the last one. Like, because we had made the jokes a few times while we were selling them. This is the last book. Come and get it. And then they'd see the cases, but, we really were down to the last few books before we were even hit 2 hours in, so...
Yeah, it was really cool, man. I got to thank all the juggalos that bought my book, and for those of you who haven't gotten it, it is really truly a beautiful story of a dreamer who made it, a dreamer who really wanted to do it, and he did it, and he did it by all of the obstacles in front of him. Please check it out. It's called My Life, the Funhouse, the Rudy Hill story. You can get it right now at Amazon.com.
And if you don't like reading, it's got tons of pictures.
And by the way, we are putting together the audio book, ain't we, Bobby?
We are putting together the audio book. All I hear about from people is, man, you didn't make an audio book. Well, we're going to make it.
And we're going to make a coloring book. I mean, no, I don't know. No, I'm just
keep the kids busy while you listen to the audio book.
Right. Don't let the kids color what I was doing when I was young.
The gathering was pretty magical. Rudy took me onto the main stage, and we sat, we stood, in that shadowy area right off to the side of the stage, and we watched Sir Mix-a-Lot just kill it.
He murdered it.
What a performer. Someone said that he might be nervous performing for the Juggalos. If that's true, I didn't see it.
Right, not at all. I got to tell you something. He was dope. So was KRS-One. Man, KRS-One, the teacher, baby, was in the house. Man.
Dude, you can't. Well, we will talk about the gathering the whole day if we talk about the gathering.
You're right. And you know what? And we do need to move on. And we do need to move on because not only did we have the gathering of the Juggalos, we did that. It was awesome. And this is just a few things that RoX-TV, myself, Carlito, and Bobby RoX did this summer. And we did things like, I don't know, the Cinco de Mayo Fest in Saginaw and in Detroit.
And it's hard to even compare them. They both had so many people, such high energy. Dude, if you want to talk international big-time wrestling, we haven't stopped doing it. We've done so many wrestling events this summer that I can't even, it's to that blurring point.
You know what's crazy, Bob, is Carlito and I, we were going through international big-time wrestling's repertoire from summer of 2022, and we didn't charge for any one of them, for anyone to come. It was all absolutely free. From the block party to Cinco de Mayo's up in Saginaw and in Detroit. Also, the Hamtramck Labor Day Festival, man. I want to talk about that. Can we talk about that?
Man, as long as we can talk about Chicano Fest, too.
Oh, we're going to talk about Chicano Fest. But we just came off of the Hamtramck Labor Day Festival, which happened last weekend, the Labor Day weekend. And not only where this is no bullshit, you guys, when I say this. This is not a promoter saying that my eyes were bigger than what was reality. There were thousands of people in those 2 days that came to see international big-time wrestling, even in the rain, Bobby.
Even in the rain. They say that lightning comes before the thunder, and Sunday was the lightning, and it was a spark. You know, the rain cleared up. We wrestled. It was fucking crazy. There was lots of people.
Dude.
And then
Wait a minute. Let's talk about day one. Okay. So we were worried about the rain. We were worried about, is anyone going to come? We go out. We look out. In fact, somebody comes up to me and they're like, Rudy, man, there's a bunch of people out there. I was like, what's a bunch of people? 10 or 15 people in the fucking rain? It's raining. So I go out there and I'm like, holy shit, there's a bunch of people, man. Oh my God. We got to get this show going. Let me tell you something. There were some really, truly bright lights at that show. And I would be remiss if I didn't, first and foremost, congratulate your favorite wrestler, the biker babe from Cincinnati, Ohio, Big Mama.
Big Mama. She's the woman.
And she won the first ever IBW Women's Championship.
It was an intense match, but really, for the most part, I feel like she beat the hell out of that little girl.
Yeah, she did, man. You know, and I mean, we got to shout out Shayla Hyde. I mean, she did her best. She truly did. But, man, you know what? Big Mama is a seasoned veteran who doesn't play that.
It was amazing. Like he said about the rain, you know, at first when it was raining, there was nobody, but I mean, the rain stopped 3 minutes later. There was 50 people, then 100, then 150, and they were all waiting for our wrestling to start. And, you know, we were recovering from the rain, so we had to rush and get started, and then boom, like I said, the lightning, man, it was there. The crowd was, they were into every match, man.
Shout out to the Hamtramck Labor Day Festival, man. What great people. And of course, like you said, man, Chicano Fest, man. I mean, Chicano Fest is something that's near and dear, not just to my heart, Carlito's heart, but even Bobby Rock's, because you've been there since day one, man. And you've been instrumental of putting this thing together with us.
Dude, it's an honor to be part of something that grows, man, and watching it grow. And Chicano Fest 2, I can't even explain to you how much more huge it was than the first one, you know. I think the first one we were in the courtyard and we had a little bit of the street. We took a lot more of the street this time. We had a giant stage. We had
bouncy house.
We had many great performers, including a band.
Yeah, we did, man. We had a great band. We had Frente Norte from Toledo, Latino punk rock, man, in Spanish. And everyone said, you're crazy, Rudy, for booking that. But the people loved it, man. Would you agree?
Dude, it was killer performance.
And then, of course, man, I mean, my goodness, one of the hottest artists in the world today, Luca Milky Way, did his first debut solo show ever at Chicano Fest.
Now that's that mysterious alien that recently dropped a video on RoX-TV with the very attractive mall cop in the video. We do got a buzzing room. I just want to address.
All right, let's holler at the people. Let's go.
Just to backtrack a little bit, you know, LB Sickening said Clownvis was dope at the gathering.
I love Clownvis, man. We just got to hang out with him back last week here in Detroit. I love Clownvis, man. Show Clownvis love. Tonight, make sure you check out Clownvis on Clownvis to the Rescue right here on YouTube.
Juggalo with the GoPro says, Rudy, what did you think of my shirt my homie V gave you at the gathering? It said, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God, man. It was a picture. I put it on the main stage. She gave it to me. I was in my golf cart, and she came up, and she was like, Rudy, I hope I don't offend you, but I want to give you this shirt. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, my God. And what it was that meme with Monoxide saying, I'm sorry. So I grabbed it from her and I said, you know what, man, I'm taking this on the main stage. And I did. I took it on the main stage, showed it off. But that was cool, man. I love that. That was awesome.
Shout out to Monoxide's fucking 5-year late apology. Fuck you. Anyway.
Hey, man. Hey, you turn your back against the juggalos. You turn your back against everyone, especially the people that take care of you and pay your bills.
Ben Lugin says, Rachel and I had such a good time with Rudy, and it was awesome to meet you, Bob. Yes, it was.
Oh, man, that's our crew from California doing the damn thing out there in Cali, and I love you both, Ben and Rachel, man. You know, when I look at Ben and Rachel, seriously, this is real talk when I tell you this. And I see all of the cool things that they do on Facebook together. They go to SeaWorld and they go to Disney and they go to, they go to the gathering. I'm like, I want to puke because I want that same relationship, damn it.
Shout out to you two.
I love you guys.
Anya Garcia says, hello, fam. Hello, Rudy and Bob. How's my men today? Ooh,
well, your man, hello.
You got to send me some money because I got bills. Your man has got bills.
You ain't got to send me money.
We're doing good.
You ain't got to send me money. I'm good.
Well, I charge by the pound.
He
Steel Panther was dope, says Juggalo with the GoPro. They were. Let me just tell you, I was outside Rudy's trailer, just, vaping, chilling, and they came out.
Yeah, by the way, you heard what he said, Rudy's trailer.
Fuck yeah.
That's right.
And they came out of their trailer, and they looked at me, eye contact, and, I said, hey, and they said, hey, and I said, break a leg. And they were like, thank you. And they went out there and fucking killed it. 2 minutes later, Rudy grabbed me, and we were side staged just like we were for Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, this was my boy's first gathering. And what a cool thing he got to roll with, Carlito and I, where he got to see the gathering from a vision that no one gets to see it. Would you agree?
Legends among men. And yeah, I talked to a few other people like myself who are privileged enough to be backstage, and they were talking about once you get used to this life, it's hard to be on that other side.
God, it's so true.
Anyway,
you're being catered on one foot by, hand by foot and stuff, and then you go out there and then try to, fight.
Right. So
fight for a bologna sandwich.
Chuck Buckleberry says, I was at Chicano Fest 2 this year. Congrats on it. It was a success. Will there be a Chicano Fest 3?
Well, the beauty is that, yes, there is on Saturday. This year on Saturday, not on a Sunday. This year, next year, Saturday, September the 9th, at the Squeeze Station. I got to tell you something. This one is going from 12 to midnight. And it's going to be an awesome time. And by the way, Bob, the first ever, are you guys listening out there? I'm proud of this, damn it. The first ever Chicano Fest, Chicano Day parade is going to happen in Southwest Detroit that morning. It's so exciting. I'm so proud of it. And, man, I'm ecstatic. What else are they saying over there?
Before I go on, let me say I'm trying to get Rudy to do Chicano Fest 3D. Then we can get some real crazy shit going on. What
are we going to give everybody mushrooms when they walk in? So everybody be in 3D and shit?
3D glasses.
And 3D glasses on top of mushrooms?
Anya says, how close are we to cruising the Barrio Rocks edition?
Well, I'll let you tell them that this story, Mr. Sound Man. I'm not saying nothing. Listen to him.
It's debuting in October. First Friday in October.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Anya? Did you hear that, cruisers? We're coming back.
I'll give you the date right now, and then we're going to make it happen because you guys know.
You heard it. You heard it.
Friday, October 7th.
The 7th, baby. What?
Stay tuned to RoX-TV. I will be giving you guys the new web address. It'll be real easy to listen to. You just pull it up on your browser, hit the little circle button, and you will be cruising.
That's right, man. And we're going to be doing it like we always do.
We're creating a new studio, and I've been dragging my feet.
You know what we have, though, Bob? I mean, we have some great memories of the summer. But what we have is we have a special guest in the house. We're going to take a short break. And we're going to come back with one of my all-time favorite DJs besides DJ Carlito. I got to tell you something. This kid right here, the first time I seen him, I was blown away. Stay tuned. Don't you go nowhere. And we'll be right back on Ask Us Anything.
We're going to take you back to the Squeeze Station. You might have seen this video on RoX-TV.
On this episode of Rudy Goes, we visit the Michigan Squeeze Station in Southwest Detroit.
It's been a dream for quite a while. It's been a reality for almost 3 years now. It just started just from working out in my backyard and wanting smoothies after, and then my mom was able to help me out, and then we just built a community here.
I'm here talking right now with the owner of the Squeeze Station. Will you please introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, I'm Denise Lopez, and I'm one of the owners of the Squeeze Station.
Theodis Brown.
From?
Michigan Squeeze Station. Southwest, born and raised.
Carlos Lopez, co-founder of the Michigan Squeeze Station. Yeah, so well, definitely the art, the community part, and everything. You know, it's a team effort, and basically, you know, the idea started with, you know, my partner.
I was born in Mexico City, but I was pretty much raised here in Detroit. Yeah.
And your family, they're involved in the business as well?
Yes. So, you know, our families, they volunteer. I have my business partners too, who are Diane and Theodis Brown. So their family is involved with it too. It's a family affair now. That's what it is.
Any given weekend, you can find an event going on at the Michigan Squeeze Station. Swap meets, festivals, children's events, art showings, and so much more.
I asked Denise, what was it that made you open the Squeeze Station? And she said the fact that it didn't exist, and that's some real shit.
The Squeeze Station has changed me more than I changed the Squeeze Station, as far as just, you know, being more involved with the community.
It still blows my mind to see how many people can actually thrive out of one little tiny building. You know, it has definitely over exceeded my expectations, but I am very grateful to be able to do this with everybody, you know, be part of the tribe.
The community part and everything, you know, it's a team effort. And basically, you know, the idea started with, you know, my partners and my wife as well. You already interviewed Denise, and you know, she and all of us created this, you know, community-based art galleries. You know, bringing in artists, local artists, if that, you know, vendors too. You know, little, you know, companies that are in their startup process of their own little company. You know. So that was one of the main factors that brought a lot of, you know, clientele to our shop too, you know. So I think the community focus was like one of the main, you know, power lines for our business. So
you're the one who has all the cotton candies and all the goodies.
Yep, I do.
Now let me ask you this, because you know, I've been around the scene and everything, but the question I have for you is, I've never ever seen cotton candy, cannabis style. Are you guys like the forefront here in Detroit?
For sugars, it's a lot to do with sugars, and we're starting to learn more about how to infuse different oils and stuff like that. So the cotton candy is just a start. We're gonna go really deep into full infused dinners and everything else like that.
Where can people find out what next event you're going to be at? What social media do you have?
At Culinary Edibles at Facebook.com.
The Michigan Squeeze Station, a true Southwest Detroit gem.
Here is always a good vibe. You can tell they really love the community here, and that energy is reciprocated. So, yeah, it's just really beautiful each time I come here.
It's so part of the community. I love it.
The legalization of cannabis, man, and we allow, you know, customers to come in with their own medicine, sit, kick it, have a good time, consume, and man, it turned out to be quite wonderful.
Basically, the smoothies are the most popular ones. The Belial one, it has pineapple, mango, it has peach in it. We use agave as a substitute for honey, which is, a little healthier than the honey. So yeah, and absolutely all of our items, all of our products have love in it too. So we give love to the smoothies.
We've talked off of camera that you've been helping the homeless and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, being on Michigan Avenue, you get a lot of people that aren't homeless that pass by and they just come in and they ask for a little bit of food or, whatever it might be that we have. Or sometimes people donate a whole bunch of food for us, so we just have a pantry outside. And it goes so fast, and it's just like an easy way out. Another thing, we're part of a program that's called Help Kitchen, and Help Kitchen pays us to feed some of the homeless, but it pays us to feed people who need help with their food.
In 5 years, I see it bigger. Maybe a bigger building, a bigger backyard, so they can do more events.
Expanding to the community, teaching the communities too on the process of doing it too, because it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Being our first time too. It's definitely a journey that nobody's kind of like prepared for. You know what I mean?
5 years, I see the squeeze station throughout the city. And spreading the love to the communities that's needing the love.
Here at the Squeeze Station, the main mission was to make healthy food affordable and accessible, but it's been more than that, with the workshops, the markets, the classes, everything. So I see the Squeeze Station being planted everywhere throughout Southwest Detroit.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If there's a spot that you'd like Rudy to go, it's very simple. Just email us, RudyGoes@RoX-TV.com.
Donate to the Michigan Squeeze Station on Cash App at $ the Squeeze Station 1.
Oh, ladies. Hey, we're back right here on Ask Us Anything. I don't care what it is. You want to know about the end of the world? Ask us. You want to know about tonight's lottery number? Ask us. I mean, we're going to get it wrong, but ask us. Because that's what we do. Anyways, we are here right now once again. And I told you guys before we left just a minute ago. I hope you enjoyed the Squeeze Station, by the way. Shout out to Denise Lopez and the crew over there. Nothing but family. Make sure you check out the Squeeze Station whenever you're in Southwest Detroit. Because they're good people. Like I said, man, we talked about Chicano Fest. And what we failed to mention was one of the bright lights of Chicano Fest is the man sitting to the left of me. He's a guy I met a few years ago. Carlito was on tour with him. And Carlito came home and he was like, yo, hey, Pops, you gotta hear this badass DJ, man. He's from Toledo. And he was like, I said, what's his name? He said, Dankish. I said, Dankish? What kind of badass DJ has a name like Dankish? That's like, mellow. But let me tell you something. I have personally seen and bared witness to this man's genius of talent. And I mean that when I say that. One of my all-time favorite DJs. And I got to tell you, man, my DJs are, DJ Laz. They're, DJ the Wizard from Detroit. Of course, DJ Carlito. I mean, and now one of my other favorite DJs is DJ Chunk with Ouija Mac. But he's the homie. This cat right here, man, I don't care what you ask him to play at your function, at your festival. This cat came in from Toledo, Ohio. This dope-ass white boy came in there and was playing cumbias and murdering it. Of course, I'm talking about one of my favorite DJs of all time, DJ Dankish. What's up, man?
What's poppin'? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing real good, man. I appreciate the compliments, too. I had a blast at the Chicano Fest, too. It was great. I mean, the culture, the people, the food. I mean, you guys definitely gonna have to do it again for sure.
Oh well, we definitely are. But a few things. One is that a lot of people are recognizing you from RoX-TV. Not only are you a superb DJ, but you are a dope ass chef.
Yeah,
and
I
I
like to
mean
cook.
that, bro.
Thank you.
Like I was blown away when they were like, "Yeah, we're doing a cooking show with Dankish." I said, "What? What are you talking about, man? Are you done making love to us on your way going through?"
Yeah, he got.
Was it good for you? Anyways, in the show that we're talking about, where you just do your thing, what's it called? And tell them about it, man.
It's Dankish Treats and Eats, and it's a cooking show. All of us actually had a part in it. Bob was the one that filmed it, and Carlito filmed it as well.
Oh, and I ate the food.
And he did smash the food. I was hoping that he did, and I wanted to know exactly what he thought about it too.
It was
I mean,
delicious.
Did you?
It was
I really wanted him to be there, but I know he had some business that he had to attend to. So I mean, I wanted to make sure he got a plate, and he definitely got a plate because that was a fat ass burger, dude. For real.
It was delicious. It truly was. And one of the things about just having a burger from a true chef is that it's just not a burger, man. It's just not been thrown on the grill, and that's that. Man, Carlito brought me the box. I was like, what? Where'd you guys go eat at? What French restaurant was you connoisseuring today? And I got to tell you something, man. And I'm not an egg guy. I don't really dig eggs too much, but it had this egg on it, man. God, it was so damn good, man. I can't even.
It was that Sunny Side Up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most people they don't really like it. I mean, I personally I like it over easy, but it's just the garnishment. It makes it look fancy, I guess.
Yeah, man. So anyway, so tell us, how long have you been DJing, man?
I've been DJing about close to 11 years.
Yeah.
Started in Toledo at the Ale House. Actually, it was it's closed down now, but it was back in the day. It was just like a dance club, and it was a bunch of college kids. And pardon me, that joint got me.
He said joint. You know he's an old school cat.
Yeah, them
He said
doobies.
joint.
But yeah, I
Damn,
started
man,
in the
you
Ale
need
House.
some more, dude.
Pumps and a bump. But yeah, and then I just I started doing hip hop shows, like live hip hop shows. In the around like 2012, 2013, and then.
What are some of the people you performed with, like names that people would recognize?
I DJ'd for Isham, live in my city in Toledo. I DJ'd for Capadonna from Wu-Tang Clan, Killa Priest from Wu-Tang Clan. Just recently DJ'd for Gangsta Boo from 3-6 Mafia up at the Smokers Ball, pardon me, up in Lansing. So that was fresh.
So, not only the love for music, but the love for food. And in fact, you had so much love for food that the day before Chicano Fest, you had your first ever DJ barbecue bash, man. Tell us about that and how that went down, man.
Wow, that was really intense. Like, especially to have the motivation to wake up the next day after doing that. It was like 14, 15 hours for me to come to yours and to make it happen. It's just dedication, you know. I mean, I wasn't going to let these guys down. I gave my word I was going to be there, and I did it. But it was definitely one of the hardest weekends that I've had to endure as a DJ and as a chef, because in 2020, when COVID first started, I said, if we all make it out of this, I plan on feeding the whole city. Like, if I'm alive and we're able to throw shows again, because, you know, everyone was, like, stopped for a moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, everything was just, like, on hold. And
yeah.
And I said, I was like, I'm going to feed the whole city. And that's exactly what I did. And I booked, like, 40 DJs, and we just had a banger. I mean, it was 5 stages. It went from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then, like I said, I got there like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, did all the cooking that I already had to do, like the sides. So therefore, we could just roll out. We could just feed everybody buffet style and DJ. And that's what we did.
That's great, man. That's truly. And you did that without corporate money or anything like that. You did it on your own with your crew.
Yeah. Actually, you know, I got to give shout out to my mom for sure. She gave me a nice little loan because I had, you know, I bit off a little more than I could chew for a second. But I made her money back. I made my money back. You know, I paid everyone that I had to pay, as in the sound. And, you know, it was a great event, you know, and I just, I couldn't be more happy.
So is there going to be another one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I can't just stop at one. I mean, that was the first festival that I had thrown alone. So it worked out great. I mean, I couldn't complain. Everyone was on time. I had a lot of veteran DJs, and I had a couple rookies on there too, but everyone did fantastic. I mean, everyone was on time. None of the stages lacked. I had one person that didn't show up, that did a no-call, no-show, but I had someone else there that had their equipment. I didn't know he was there, but he filled in the slot brilliantly.
Who is that bitch ass? No, I'm just playing.
You know what? He's a younger cat too, man. And I can't even remember his name, but he stepped in, and I was like, holy
no, I'm
shit.
talking about who is the bitch ass who no-sold you. No call, no show.
Yeah, I don't want to put him out on blast, but I should. But I
Punk.
won't. But yeah, that was dirty.
You don't do that, man.
But like I said, everything just was manifested, and it just happened. Like nothing was stopping that day. No one could do anything about it. I mean, we were on time the whole day.
And you were going heads up with one of the biggest festivals ever in Toledo, like a time tradition festival.
Yeah, geez, the German American Festival. I originally didn't think about like the festival or anything like that when I booked the show date. The show date was originally just a DJ date, and I only had like 4 or 5 DJs. But I asked so many DJs that a lot of people started confirming. They were like, yeah, I'll play. I'm like, this has gotten bigger than a show.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe I should turn this into a festival. And then I started thinking, what kind of festival would be great? And I was like, man, barbecue and DJs. And I said I wanted to throw a barbecue. So I kind of just threw it together as in Toledo Barbecue DJ Festival. And like I said, it manifested. I just kept speaking it into existence and believing it was going to happen.
Absolutely.
And really, I mean, there was kinks in the road here and there, and there was, you know, little shit that was trying to stop me, but it couldn't.
I've been still eating
We
the
couldn't.
sauce.
Yeah, and everyone loved the food. I smoked ribs, 100 pounds of ribs, over 100 pounds of ribs for like almost a week, 12 to 14 hours a day. I smoked the pork as well as my roommate did the turkey, and he did the brisket.
Nice.
Smoked.
Man.
So we worked our asses off, but we sold out of the food, and I couldn't be more proud of him and I. And actually a couple of the homies that helped me too. So shout out to everyone that helped me on every level. I mean, it's all love. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and so like you said, next year, man, it has to happen.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to be a little bit more smart on the calendar when I go to book it because I threw a show in late May, and that's when Movement was, and a lot of my people went up to Movement. So, you know, I learned my lesson on never booking a show on the weekend of Movement and never booking a show on the weekend of the Gaff. Because the German American Festival will bury you.
For those of you who don't know what Movement is, it's a giant electronic DJ fest in downtown Detroit that draws, listen to this,
Yeah,
a
it's huge.
million people for the weekend, and that's real talk. And I mean, they
Real
bring
shit, hell yeah.
they bring everybody from Public Enemy to Wu-Tang Clan to some of the greatest DJs of all time, man. I mean, it's really big. So to do a DJ fest against Movement, ooh.
Let me ask you.
It was tough. That was a really hard one, actually.
Yeah.
But the gaff one was the biggest hit on the chin that I learned. But like I said, we still did everything that we had to do and more. And like I said, I just can't complain.
Absolutely, man. I'm so looking forward to next year, man. It's going to be off the hook.
You want that?
Yeah, I want that, man.
Let me ask you, what's still on your DJ bucket list, or you know what? Maybe. Yeah, I know you've performed.
He's here, bro.
No, I mean he can't even mention everyone that he's DJ'd with, so because it's just a long ass list. So who's not on it?
Well, honestly, and
Tupac.
There's a lot of people that I would like to rock with. You know, I've seen Snoop perform at the Hard Summer Music Festival in LA in 2017. It was really fresh. But I don't know, man. I would definitely like to get in the gathering with you guys.
Calling us?
You know, people trying to call our radio station all the time.
Sorry, brother.
I like to get on the gathering with you guys though, and rock with Lito
Hey,
and
you know
Chunk.
what?
Get Lito and Chunk, and we all do a little DJ thing together and hang out and throw down some.
Hey,
beats.
let me say this, man.
That
This-
would be sick.
Let me say this is bullshit. You weren't at the gathering this year, man. Especially when you work with motherfuckers, then you look out for them and they don't take you with them. Don't make me go. Don't make me go off. Because that's bullshit. You roll with the motherfucker while he's crawling, then when he's running, you should be running next to him.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about that, Forrest Gump style. But you will be rolling with us to the gathering, man. You will be rolling with us to Rude Boy's birthday bash at Trixie's.
I want to see some beats being thrown down. I definitely would like to do a little head-to-head with everybody, but not in competition form, like battle form. I just want to do it as in like a family form. Like every DJ has their own style, so it doesn't make anyone any better than any which guy. If he's juggling or if he's scratching or he's mixing or he's playing, it doesn't matter. Everyone has their own style.
I love it.
And there's no hate. I mean, like I said, everyone, as a DJ, you learn every single day.
Dude, I was tripping last week with Soulful Dreams from LA, coming out there with 45s and doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Sick.
Like you said, everybody's got their own niche, man.
I mean, I don't think I'm DJ Qbert by any means. I just have a passion for music, and I love to play music
But the
with
difference
my homies,
is,
you know?
But the difference is, Rude Boy Rudy Hill doesn't know who the hell DJ Qbert is, but I know who the hell DJ Dankish is.
I know who DJ Qbert is.
Shit.
And I know who DJ Dankish is.
This is my homie, though.
I don't know.
My guy.
So we're coming full circle here.
But like I said, at the end of the day, I like to play music with a lot of people, you know what I mean? And it'd just be fun to play anytime. I mean, I've got a lot of things that I want to throw next year also, and I'd like to have you guys down, too, to be a part of what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to have you guys.
Look, he's saying it on
down.
camera, so you know it's a legal binding thing, right? Just remember, he said it.
I would like to have him down and have him host. I mean, he's a great host. I've seen him host many shows, and I mean, you ain't gonna have anyone better. So,
Hey, Bobby, what are they saying in the chat room? What are they hollering at us?
Well,
I know the ladies got to be saying, "Damn, Rude Boy looks good today."
yeah. Kyoto Garcia is just doting over how she met you at the gathering.
Oh, you know what? I got to tell you something about her, man. She is, I swear to God, hey, she's good people. She truly is. She's good people, and she's not so bad on the eyes either. Oh.
So if you guys have some questions, drop them in the chat room. Rudy always looks good.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Anya. So, Dankish, what is like the 360 flip of DJing? Like, what's the hardest move to do?
man, I'll be honest with you. It's so many
Pressing
different,
the button?
so many different renditions of like muscle memory. So scratching is a totally different omen than beat juggling or
Hey, you know what blows my mind?
body tricks.
You know what
or
blows
mixing.
my mind? If I don't say this, hey, what blows my mind is I watch you when you're doing your stuff on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot, bro. And I know you're blown out, man. You are blown out because that's what you do. You're DJ Dankish. You wake up, you smoke, and you smoke, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm a
Can't hate
DJ, and I know about mixing and scratching and everything. And I'm like, how are you doing it when you're that high? Straight up, man. I gotta know.
It's just like
Because I know you blew out all the time, bro.
It's just a zone, man. I mean, honestly, it's just a way of life. I mean, I just don't feel any differently. I feel normal.
Not to put
I mean,
him
I've been
on
smoking
blast, but
dank
he
for a
was
long
blew
time.
out cooking too.
No, not him. I don't believe that.
But yeah, it's just like it's its own little zone of its own. You know what I mean? And like just like you get in a zone in like sports, like when Jordan, you know, when he was playing and he was in his zone. I mean, I get in my own little, you know, zone in my own little niche. And I just get on the turntables like when I wake up in the mornings. I let my dogs out, and then once they go to the bathroom and I feed them, then I just do me and I just play some beats, you know.
Right. The dogs dig it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like personal therapy, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
it sounds like
love
a
that
great
shit.
morning, man. Shit.
Yeah, I just I'm a morning guy, so I wake up automatically at like 7 o'clock every day because I'm old now.
You're old, man.
I'm 42.
I'll choke this guy right now, man. I remember when I was 42, motherfucker. Shit.
But I wake up and I just, you know, you get that inspiring feeling, like you get that hip hop flavor, you know, that feeling. You just want to get on the decks, and I throw on a bunch of beats, and then I just practice different things. You know, I don't.
Hey, you
play
know what I
anything the
do?
same.
I go to work.
Me too. I've been second
Hey,
shift
so
for a
check this out, man. It's Ask Us Anything. That means me, Dankish, and or Bob. You can ask us anything. I don't care. Because I'm going to tell you, and you might not like what I have to say.
He is the rude boy.
It's going to be some real talk, though.
I mean, it might be something you don't want to hear. I am your father.
Your father.
All my life, Dad. Anyways, Dankish. So, where'd you learn to cook so well? I mean, because you truly are a great chef in my eyes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean that.
Honestly,
I mean, you were
that means
so
a lot.
gracious and such a blessing for my daughter's cancer benefit with what you made, and that was from your heart, and that and for me that hit me straight in the heart.
I appreciate you having me a part of it. You know, I wanted to help, you know, and do something nice for people that I know, you know.
Where did this beautiful talent come from?
Well, honestly, it was really awkward because when I got into cooking, it wasn't really supposed to happen, but it happened. I was like 18 years old, and I found out that I was having a kid, and I was like, damn, I need to get a job immediately. And when I went to get a job, a friend of mine was a manager at a restaurant called Chili's Bar and Grill. It was like a Southwestern bar. So he was like, dude, I'll give you a job. You want to come here? I'm like, I don't know about cooking, man. And I kind of stewed on it for the whole weekend thinking about it. But I'm like, man, I need to get my money up. You know, it's time to get this bag because,
no
I mean,
doubt.
this kid is on the way. And
Right.
there's
He ain't waiting for Chili's.
Yeah, so at 18, 19, man, I had to get out and get something, and I definitely did. So I went out and I got that job with him, and it sucked for a little minute, you know, because I wasn't a cook. I didn't have that mentality. I didn't know how to do it. You know what I mean? I was just, they threw me in. I'll never forget. They threw me in on a Friday
What a lot of people
night.
don't know that is something that you have to learn. It's something that you just don't walk into.
Bro, at 18, almost 19 years old, I had no fucking clue what was going on. Dude was like, the manager was all under pressure, and he's like, hey, bro, go down to Fry Side, Grill Side, and help him. And I'm like, what? I was like, what do you want me to do? And I'm just standing there like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And they're just getting crushed online. Like, all these people are running around whining, bitching, and complaining, you know, just busy, just getting crushed in a food rush. And that was my first experience. It reminded me of the movie Waiting when they threw that dude in there. And he was quiet the whole movie. He didn't say shit, but he's seen everything that happened. That's exactly how I was. I didn't get to say shit. I was just thrown in there, and I was like, whoa, this is what this is.
You got to watch this show called Bear on Hulu.
It's good.
It's about a guy who he learned from a 5-star chef.
Okay.
And then he inherited his family's delicatessen in Chicago.
Oh wow.
And man, like the story you just told right there, I seen that on that show. Like,
It was,
oh my
dude,
God,
I'm telling you, it was wild.
Because he started off at some, he was like at Denny's or something, and it was just crazy on a Sunday morning,
Yeah. It was so weird, too, because, like, this one chick before the rush was really nice, and she's like, oh, hi, I'm Shannon. I still remember her name. She's like, hi, I'm Shannon, all this and that. And then halfway during the rush, she's like, you dumb motherfuckers, get over here. Where's that fried chicken, you dumb son of a bitch? And I'm sitting here looking like, what the? Like, really? And and I'm like, chicken. I'm like, chicken pass? I'm giving her chicken. She's like, where's this steak? I'm like, bro, you're killing me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Where's it coming from?
So you passed that boot camp, if you will.
Yeah.
So
And I spent
so then you started getting passion for cooking.
Yeah, I moved around a couple different restaurants, and then I kind of fell in love with it after that. Like 2 or 3 restaurants. I was like, damn, I wanted to do more upper echelon type food. The fancier dishes. And, I worked at the 3100 bar in the University of Toledo, and I got to do like fancier plates. I worked at like Italian restaurant,
and that feels like
Bravo
more
Gacino.
prideful, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything homemade and from scratch is always the best.
Yeah.
And you get to put your little flavor on it and your traditional look, or because a lot of people actually, in fact, eat with their eyes before their hands. So they're gonna look at their plate like, damn, that either looks great or I'm cool. I'm not eating that.
No doubt.
So I always wanted to make sure my presentation is like beautiful. Like it took me a while to develop that skill, but I mean, I think I've got it down to a T now.
I think you are, because I got to tell you something. When I ate your food, I was like, man, first off, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm too old to blow smoke up people's asses.
Real talk.
The first thing I said, man, was Dankish is cooking. And then that shit just melted in my mouth. And then
that was
here
a really
and there,
good dish
you would
too.
Send little things here and there. And I was like, man, let me try this, man. And I was just blown away by your cooking. And the thing is, what I love about what you do is your spices and your ingredients and whatnot. They're not overwhelming, man. Mm-hmm. They're just right there where they need to be, and I love that. I truly do.
Yeah, you don't want to give people too much, because cooking for like different styles of people. Like I've worked in Italian, I've worked in Mexican cantinas. I mean, I've worked in Mongolian stir fry. So I've done so many variations of food, and you find out that like a lot of people like the mild to medium seasonings and like sauces. They don't like, there's a couple people that like the really hot stuff, and there's a couple people that like the really sweet stuff. But most of the people that I've cooked for personally and professionally always like the mild to medium. And like I don't like to over-season things anyhow, because once you over-season it, you can never get rid of it. But if you under-season it, you can always season it more if you need be.
That's true, man. And that's how you do with your music, too. You never just blast them out, man. Mm-hmm. You just come out, you get it gradually going, Before you know it, man, it's just a party going on. DJ Dankish, man, shit. Where can they find you online and all that good stuff?
You can definitely find me on Instagram at DJ_Dankish, and pretty much that's all I have. I mean, I have Facebook too at Jeremiah Harrison, but that said, you can definitely find me on Instagram.
I'm glad you're good under pressure, because we got a game for you. Is it safe to say you're stoned?
Yeah, I have a good buzz.
We got this little game called Ask a Stoner.
It's true.
Give you, just like questions. You get 2 choices. This or that, and just quickly whatever comes. Whatever is the truest answer.
Just trigger fire.
Like White Castle or Taco Bell.
Definitely White Castle.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
You know the show now.
Now you know the show, and there is no wrong answers, man. There might be some stupid answers. There's no wrong answers. Okay, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Friday or Up in Smoke?
Oh, I have to definitely go Up in Smoke. I'm old school with it.
Last album that you listened to when you were stoned out of your mind?
Damn, honestly, man. I think it was Tool. 10,000 Days. Yeah, it was just random, yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay. I like some old school Tool, though. I can't help it. It's classic.
How about this? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cypress Hill or Wu-Tang Clan?
I'm definitely going Wu-Tang Clan. I got a lot of family that is in there, like my boy Matthew Markoff. He's toured with them for years, and he's like he works with Capadonna a lot and Killer Priest. So yeah, I definitely I gotta rock with them.
Really? Okay. Are you
I
ready?
like Cypress Hill a lot too, though. I'm not trying to hate, but
are you ready?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler or Kevin Hart?
Oh, definitely Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sloppy Joe back in the day, remember?
Sloppy Joe's, love it, Joe. Yeah,
Great.
that was great. That is great, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Well, he didn't say nothing stupid, so that sucked.
He was waiting.
Hey, man, because we always get someone to be like, I don't know, Brad Pitt. What the fuck you talking about? I said Kevin Hart or
I don't eat fast food.
His name is Robert
Right,
Paulson.
I don't eat fast food. Shut up, stupid.
Yeah, you've had both.
I always think of Brad Pitt of like Fight Club. His name is Robert Paulson. Then you think of Meatloaf with the titties.
Hey, man, I always think of Brad Pitt, man. He got to be with my girl, Jennifer Aniston, man, and I hate him for that.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud? I guess I did.
He turned up on that heavy.
Hey, I got to tell you something right now, though. All of you guys, if you have any questions that you'd like to shoot at either one of us or even a comment, do it right now because we're getting ready to wrap this whole thing up. And we don't want you to miss out on your question for Ask Us Anything.
So,
Bobby.
So, let's see. I got Rudy and Carlito signed my Hatchet Man. I got to meet Bob outside the Dream stage. Yes. Awesome. It was Juggalo with the GoPro. Anya says, been my crush since first weekend on Cruising to Barrio. Kyoto says, definitely got a crush too. Rudy, when are you going to take me on a date?
Oh, I got a crush on you. How did you know?
Juggalo with the GoPro says, Rude Boy, got any Scott Hall stories?
Oh,
Epic.
man. You know, the sucky thing is about Scott Hall is so many people loved him, but I wasn't one of them.
I love Rudy.
Well, the problem is that, you know, Scott Hall came around, Corporal Robinson started booking him for JCW when I was away.
Yeah.
And when I came back, you know, the first night I met Scott Hall, you know, first off, he was this arrogant dude on the bus, and I was like, hey,
Chico.
what's up, man? Yeah, you know. And
I can see how you guys could kind of clash.
Oh, man, because
Rudy was going to chop the piss out of him.
Like, look, bro, look, you know, I don't buy that TV shit, motherfucker.
This is my bus.
I'm a grown-ass man right here.
Rudy with a power
How you
bomb.
doing, man? I'm Rudy Hill. And he looks at me, is like, who are you? Motherfucker, who the fuck are you?
Right, you're like, ugh, I don't like that.
But it was all good. It was all good, man, because he was a guy who was seen in front of millions. I've been seen in front of hundreds of thousands. There's a big difference there. However, as we're driving and we're talking, everything he's saying is just talking down to me. And I don't fucking play that. I'm like, you know what, man? You're a man. I'm a man. Don't do that shit, man. I'm not a mark. I'm not standing out here looking for get a fucking picture with you.
He was about to give him a taste.
Because I can get a picture with any crackhead anywhere.
He was classic, though.
But I loved him, though.
I loved all those guys, man. They were so great. NWO and
wait,
Wolfpack.
let me say this real quickly. One of my favorite wrestlers was fucking Scott Hall, Razor Ramon or whatever. Yeah, but as an individual, him and we just didn't connect. We clashed like this.
Two alpha males, that's how it always goes, gotta be. Especially when you're kicking people's ass.
And
it's a whole different omen right there.
And one Chicano and one playing a Chicano. It was a big difference.
Was he Italian?
No, he Scott Hall. He's a white dude, man. He's an Irish dude. Yeah.
Really? What the fuck? You just blew my fucking
Scott
mind,
Hall, man. Yeah, he used to have this big ass. He used to have this big ass fucking Tom Selleck mustache and shit when he was in AWA. And somebody show that AWA picture, man. Yeah.
Speaking of views,
I need to look that up.
RoX-TV's YouTube is approaching 1 million views.
1 million. Now, don't you want to be a part of the 1 million views?
970,000 views. So we're 30,000 away. I just want to thank everyone who goes and.
I thought he was like, man, we're like 30 away. Motherfucker, I didn't know you was going to say 30,000. Shit.
That means we'll
I'm over here like, hey, will you please view some of our shit? They're like, man, there's like 20 of us here.
Rudy,
Man,
we've
what
been
you
getting
want us to
28,000 views a month.
I know we
We're like
have.
a month away. You know?
I know we have, and we're blessed by that, and we're thankful for that. We really are. And guess what? If you'd like to get any of your advertising, commercials, whatnot, we do all of that at RoX-TV. Music videos.
He kills that shit.
If you feel as though that you need to put out a music video because you think you're the shit, well, let the world think you're the shit. Come to us. We work with all kinds of budgets. I mean, that's what we do right here at RoX-TV. And if you want to take a look at some of our past clients, it's simple. Go to RoX-TV right here on YouTube and click any music video, and you'll be like, damn, they can do that for this.
Click our music videos, click our interviews, click our wrestling, check it all out, and come up with your own idea, and we'll make it happen.
You did my barbecue video, and you killed it. It only took you like an hour and a half, and it was solid.
We had all those tasty proteins to.
That was hilarious as hell. But you killed it. Thank you.
And I don't know, Rudy didn't mention it, but we do graphic design, logos, flyers, and design your banner, design your T-shirt, whatever you
Album
want.
Covers. We do it. We do it right here in house.
They do it all.
You know, I mean, we're so badass. We publish books, man.
We got a book.
Bobby, we publish books, man.
We have another
That's the key,
book
though,
out
ain't it?
under the RoX-TV name. Second book under the RoX-TV name.
Nice. That's big.
It's called Echoes for the Machine, the RoX-TV Sessions. And it's a bunch of interviews and things with underground artists, major artists, movie directors, and all kinds of shit. People. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys really on point, though. You've been doing it for a while now, though, so it's definitely
Chief. He's our
paying off.
chief writer at RoX-TV, and he's a real Hunter S. Thompson type guy. I mean, he really like dives in and swims around in his writing, you know. And he doesn't hold nothing back. If you read his articles, he'll be like, you know, I'm doing a balloon right now and thinking about this, you know, album that I'm listening to, and he just tells you it all, and it's refreshing.
Yeah, I was really impressed on overall the book itself. I mean, that's a pretty thick book overall. You know, that's a lot of literature as well as, you know, it's a lot of, you know, heart and soul that he put into it.
One of our selling points at the gathering, you know, when people would look at the book, we're like, if you don't read, you can use it as a weapon. You could kill a motherfucker with this. There's over 500 pages.
Man, he does a great job writing, too.
Oh, it's great. And he, I'll kind of break it down for you guys, a little inside secret. You know, the book's not written in a chronological order. It's written as the fun house. And he takes you through the fun house, and each door takes you to a different area of Rudy's life.
Yeah.
And that's more refreshing than being like, okay, I'm going to read about him being 10 and now he's 12. And, you know, it's more cool to bounce around like he did with the Funhouse doors.
Yeah.
In itself, it's a biography book, but it's also a concept book. You know, the concept with the Funhouse and how he narrates it.
Yeah, that's the key. Definitely giving it a big diversified angle. I mean, you've seen so much different pieces of the puzzle that he put together.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a huge book.
If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. My Life, the Fun House, and while you're there, check it out. Order Echoes for the Machine, the RoX-TV Sessions.
Man, I'm so excited to get my hands on that book, man. I mean, you talk about history, you talk about music history in the Midwest area, and especially in the Detroit area. You can't count out RoX-TV, and I mean, the track record speaks for itself. And when I was blessed that I was able to come and be a part of such a great machine just a few short years ago, it really has changed my life. And you always think, you know, can you teach an old dog new tricks? Well, RoX-TV's done that just for me. I got to tell you that right now. And
that's awesome.
I'm blessed and happy to be a part of the crew, man. I really am.
I feel that all lies in the fact that the mission statement over here at RoX-TV is to take people who are working hard and lift them up, you know, whether they be musicians or up-and-coming wrestlers or even small businesses.
It's true, man. It's absolutely true.
You guys definitely putting in the work, man. The footsteps have been taken.
No
I've seen
corporate
that for a while.
sponsorship as of yet.
I mean, that we're not saying that we won't take it.
We're waiting on Modelo to call.
Right, Modelo, man, you owe me a lot of money, damn it. I mean, come on, man. That's all I do for the last 8 years on Cruising the Barrio was talking about. So what we doing tonight? I don't know. We're drinking Modelo.
Not only does he drink Modelo, but if you're around him and you're going to the store, you're not allowed to buy anything but Modelo.
Right, because everybody tries to be cheap and buy Pabst.
Yeah, you got to have the Modelo.
So let me tell you guys something, man. We'd like to thank you guys for being a part of today's show. Any final words on that chat over there?
Question, Rudy, amongst all the ICP and Psychopathic Record eras of albums, tours, or festivals, how would you rate the Reigning Diamonds era, would you say, about that era's team?
Man, that's a great question. It's not one of my favorite times. What a great tour, though. What a great, right then. It was beautiful. But for me personally, it wasn't something that stands out for me. And you know what? The Hell's Pit tour stands out for me. And not in a good way. It was really manifesting hell on tour. We never had more problems than on that tour. Bus breaking down, bus catching on fire.
Damn.
I mean, guys not getting along. We manifested that Hell's Pit. And I got to tell you something, man. At the end of Hell's Pit, I was so thankful to be out of there. However, it stands out because of that staleness. My favorite tour was the Bizarre Bazaar tour that we got to go out with Nashville Pussy and Suicidal Tendencies. And it was a great tour. It was fun. We had a good time. And the set was amazing. And I just remember how hard everyone worked. And that was my favorite tour. But the one that stands out the most to me is Hell's Pit.
Damn, that's really fresh.
What a wonderful answer. That's pretty much it, though.
Well, that's it. You guys are done talking to us. That's cool. That's cool. You know, we're here and we're doing this each and every week. And just like Bob said, on Friday, October the 7th, Cruising the Barrio is coming back, baby.
Boom.
It's coming back.
That's huge.
DJ Dankish, what do you got coming up?
I'm just throwing a show September 30th called Mixed Composition. It's just an open format EDM show. So
where at?
It's Toledo's Main Street Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Yep. 141 Main Street.
What's the price, man?
It's just $10 door cover.
Oh yeah, a lot of chicks.
Sometimes, yeah. Heck
Oh,
yeah.
well, that wasn't a definitive answer.
You never know. What
that just cut me in Detroit right there,
yeah,
damn it.
The thing is, with Toledo, you never know what you're gonna get, though.
You're right, man, because we did a party at the pink pink ostrich, Polish ostrich, man. And when we got there, I was like, oh, this is gonna be terrible, and it was great. It was a lot of fun.
We had a good time that night.
It was awesome. It sure was.
I had some cold ones, man. We had a good time, but like I said, when you're throwing EDM shows, you never know, especially with different DJs have different draws with crowds, so you just never know what you're gonna get.
And that's on the 24th, you said?
The 30th.
The 30th.
Yep.
That's in Toledo, Ohio. Make sure you check out DJ Dankish. Check him out on social media. He's all over the place. He's got some cool videos out there on YouTube. Check him out. And you'll understand why he's one of my favorite DJs.
Are we back next week?
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
We're back in 2 weeks. We're back right here in 2 weeks with, you want to tell?
Luca Milky Way, everyone's favorite alien from outer space and electro pop star. Now,
he's the next level.
In 2 weeks, because Luca Milky Way is not the only big surprise. We will be revealing some events that we are having this fall and winter, but tune back in 2 weeks to find out about that.
You definitely do not want to miss out on that. Is that your final goodbyes or whatever?
Yes, that is my goodbye. You have to tune in 2 weeks to find out the biggest news of the winter and fall.
Shout out to everybody out there watching. Shout out to Anya. Shout out to Tanya. Shout out to Gary G out there who's listening in Saginaw. Gary's always a good dude. Little Big, who listens to Cruising the Barrio, he's watching right now in Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Vicky, down there near Toledo by Adrian. So that's not too far from each other, is it?
Dankish for coming all the way from Toledo.
Shout out to DJ Dankish.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
This guy's
appreciate the
shit.
love.
So like I always say, we will be back here in 2 weeks. I promise you this. And with that being said, you know we're not here for a long time. But damn it, we're here for a good time. Be good to one another. Take care of one another.